There we go. This olive green box, as you can see, there is a little bit of a plaque on the front. Let's see if we can zoom in, see what it says on it. Yeah, it says NSP-2, the definition for night vision scopes. I chose this one, well, maybe because I'm a cheap skank and it was a bit cheaper, but also I just think this looked a little bit cooler. I'm gonna show my geek now. It was about 20% cooler, and if anybody out there knows what that's from, yeah. Okay, yeah, just let me zoom out and we're gonna take a look inside this bad boy. Well, I'm just gonna flip over so I see what I'm doing here on the camera viewfinder. Well, this was delivered to me. This came from Poland, actually. Just a little bit of a backstory on this first. When I got this, it was supposed to come with a canvas carry bag. When it was not in use, the soldier who was issued this site was supposed to carry it in a separate canvas bag. Well, when I opened this box up for the first time, that bag was completely degraded. It was just a pile of utter rubbish. I had to just put on some rubber gloves and bin it all. I had to bin that bag completely. And first of all, I became just a little bit concerned because this site, which is in this box, originally run on a triplet set of 4.5 volt wet cell batteries. So my first reaction when I opened this and saw that bag being so degraded, I thought, oh my god, the wet cells has leaked and this box is full of battery acid. Everything is ruined. But fortunately for me, that wasn't the case, because right here at the corner of this, you might not see it on the camera, but it's cracked. The lid here is cracked. I might be able to get some friends who are good with steel work to weld this shut for me, but moisture had gotten into this and it was degraded from something else. But first thing I did when I got this was that I took everything out, vacuumed it out, threw the bag away, and then I went down into the bathroom and put this in the shower and scrubbed it all out. And after that, it actually looked really nice inside. But enough for me chatting about this and all that nonsense. Let's open this bad boy up, shall we, and take a look at the NSP-2. Well, as you can see, when we first open this case, we have another crappy screwdriver, which actually has been bent, so this piece is completely useless, but I keep it in here anyway for originality's sake. I can put it back here in its holder. Such. Next to this is this little electronic device, which has polarities written on it. As you can see here, that it has a negative and positive terminal. Well, it has a similar M-style symbol that I showed you in my PNW 57 video, so I believe this might be a safety fuse or a capacitor for this site. Don't quote me on that, but if you are knowledgeable in this stuff, because mine didn't come with a manual and so on, if you know anything about it, please leave a comment down below. Well, first of all, we have this little box inside the box, which actually was the battery holder. So if you had spare batteries for this side, they would go into this box. Yeah. Second of all, I have a extra cord for my PNW57 in here. This is not original to this kit. I just put it in here to fill the void left by the rotten canvas sack that I bent. Yeah. After that we have this here, which is the battery box for the site. Has this 3-pin connector here. I'm going to show you more about that in a second. This switch here, which is actually the on-off for the site, and this latch here actually opens up to reveal the wiring inside for the batteries. Well, bear in mind, I didn't have the original wet cell style batteries. I believe they might have gone out of production way before I was even born, so what I had to do instead was to be a little bit of an ingenuity here. I managed to go into a local chain, Car Theme, Biltema, as it's called here in Sweden, and I found these style battery holders for these 4.5 volt lantern style batteries, you know, the ones with the big flaps you have to pull up yourself for the negative and positive side. But they had these shells that actually contained 3 AA batteries, so I bought a couple of those and managed to wire them in parallel to each other so I could keep the voltage at 4.5 volts, but I got the combined amperage of all the 9 AA batteries that this now runs on. So it is this wiring loom now contains of the original wires, positive and negative, the 3 battery holders which are inside here, and then I had to do some soldering and wiring to wire them all together in parallel, and it works quite good actually. So here we have then the battery box for this site. Excuse me, might have to change the little bit. Yeah, like that probably. Yeah, and now comes the big boy. Here we go. This is the daddy. This is the PS2 site itself. It's steam powered, and it is a real beast of a site. Yep. Right now I have this cover on the front here. I can just take it off to show you the actual lens of the site as such. In daylight operation you have this shutter here which can operate with this lever, so you have this small hole in the front here which makes this site operable even in daylight, although I wouldn't recommend it. You have controls here for elevation with set notches, and windage control here, which only has a detent for the 0 position, and then it has a fluent for right and left windage adjustment. Also behind it here, you might not be able to see this that well on camera. See if I can get any type of focus on it. Yep. Here is a bit of a mystery. It seems like here is a crystal. I don't know. It's a crystal that is behind this. Actually, in the box, it actually comes with an extra in this little top hat style. See if I can. Yep. As you can see here, it's a crystal style resistor or whatever. Don't really know what the function is for the scope, but a bit of a novelty. It comes with an extra one. Yeah. And also on the side of the scope here, this is the side for the electronics that goes into the scope. It also have the calculations here for different ranges that the scope can be set to. So you can put off the elevation according to the how far away the target is from this handy graph that is here. Yeah, as most scopes of the Eastern Bloc, it has this traditional lever style fixing, so it will mount on any type of AK style side rail. You have the rubber eyepiece for the back here, and as you can see, there is a secondary switch up here. This switch is actually dedicated for this IR searchlight that is put on top of the sight. So you can actually turn on the sight itself from the battery pack with this switch, and then you can optionally turn on the IR searchlight with this switch. This made it a little bit. This is one of the reasons why I opted for this sight instead of the NSP-3, because the NSP-3 it doesn't have an external mounted infrared searchlight, whereas this the NSP-2 has. That means that if I have this mounted on a airsoft rifle, for instance, doing a night game, I can use the PNW 57 as a night vision device, and aiming with my weapon I can use this IR searchlight maybe as a IR illuminator for the night vision goggles. Just a thought. Yeah, so that's basically the kit.